significant feedback.
A year after its creation, the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority is meeting with players in the oil and gas sector over the guidelines that govern the midstream and downstream subsectors.
The Controller of Nigeria.
The chief executive of the agency is optimistic that the deliberations on the new regulations, which is a product of the Petroleum Industry Act, will be exhaustive at this session.
Section 216 of the PIA mandates the authority to consult with all stakeholders prior to finalizing any regulations or amendments of regulations. However, we do not consider this as an obligation or box-ticking exercise, as continuous engagements with our stakeholders has always been employed to enable their business is at the core of our regulatory philosophy. To this end, the authority provides avenues for our industry partners to engage with us on regulatory and operational issues.
They are also yet to discuss several issues in the sector, including gas pricing, environmental remediation, gas infrastructure, among others. The government expects participants to come up with a blueprint of operations.
This administration understands the need to have an all-encompassing, well thought out and unambiguous regulatory instrument that are painstakingly developed to meet present and future aspirations of government. This is required to attract much needed investments and create opportunities in the sector.
Nevertheless, one issue that requires urgent attention is the variation in the price of premium motor spirit, also known as petrol, as government maintains that there is no increase in the price of the product.
A lot is going on, and as at yesterday, I noticed myself that the queues in Abuja are going. I don't know whether you are seeing more queues, but I think a lot is being done to ensure that the queues are dissipated, yes. Definitely, these legislations will make it easier for them to understand so that we can actually understand ourselves. The operators and the regulators will understand better what their roles are. I can tell you authoritatively, we have not deregulated. The government is subsidizing. If there are increases in price, it is not from the government. It's probably from the marketers. But of course, I will talk to the authority chief executive to ensure that they actually regulate the prices. But this is not from the government. We have not deregulated. I don't know about monitoring exercises, but I know that the authority is fully on their job, and the queues will be dissipated very, very soon.
For the next 3 years, players in the nation's oil and gas sector are expected to midwife a final regulatory instrument that will govern the operations in the light of the Petroleum Industry Act.